Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Played In Live Battle for the Isles, VOX versus SLY. This is round number 1, and this is going to be a good one. This is what we've been building up for the entire season. Over a 3-month season comes down to 3 particular games. We got VOX versus SLY tonight. We've got Mirror traveling to ARC Wednesday night, and then a week from Wednesday, we got the championship. Let me tell you guys a little bit about the history of Play Dead Live, and we went from singles to doubles to faction wars. So we know it's tough to win a championship. So first there was the Asylum, first faction war team play. Mirror got out of the gates, won the Asylum. Then we went to the farm, and the farm was a different set of rules. Mirror won the farm. And then we went to the jungle, and we mixed it up. We had the temple. We changed things a little bit. Mirror won the jungle. First 3 championships Mirror won. It was not until the Bay that ARC broke Mirror's reign. ARC was the first team to win a championship besides Mirror, and then Mirror had 3 and ARC had 1. And then last season, Mirror had the best record. SLY gets to the finals. VOX pulls the upset. And VOX wins the Cove, and VOX is our defending champions. We have had 5 championships, and the Battle for the Isles is the 6th championship we've had, and in October, we start our 7th season. That is our history. This is why Faction Wars is so amazing, because it's the team play, it's a strategy, it's a different set of rules, but this is the 6th. I mean, it's like a football season when you have like Super Bowl 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got this history throughout, and we always have these max awards as well. So to kind of take a step back and to recognize all of the things that we do. So just want to kind of walk you guys through that. I want to give a big shout out to Valar, Hello 99 Army, Kills Great Mods, channel members, PDO players, sponsors, bundles, Box Coin, Box Burn Coin, Kills Coin, you name it, Triggers Army, all of our super fans, all the people that are here watching tonight. I see B-Dub. Super chat, good luck. VOX and SLY, relax, have fun, fight hard. I agree. Somebody's going home tonight. Somebody's going to lose. Somebody's going to win and make it to the finals. There are big, big stakes tonight. We believe in sportsmanship. We believe in hard play. But we also, this is about winning tonight. This is about winning, being gracious winners, because somebody a lot of people put a lot of time and a lot of energy into this. And the only thing I'll say, if you don't win tonight, there's an all-star game in a couple of weeks. And then October 2nd, I think it's October 2nd, right? The first Monday in October, I should know this date. October 3rd, we'll kick off the brand new Battleground. Can't tell you, but that Saturday before. I see Ocean Man. Good luck, team. SLY, let's get it. Pulling for his team. Of course he is. He should be. Gemstone. Good luck, teams. You're all winners in her eyes. Animal. Okay, peeps, let's play hard. Remember what this is all about. Good luck. E-Beach. Good evening to the Army. Everybody is fired up for a great match. So you guys know I'm going to show you guys a couple things here. Got some cool reveals. We got a great bundle, great piece of gear. Brand new ability that you'll love. You can't use it till Wednesday night. But ARC and Mirror are going to get a brand new ability on Wednesday night. And then whoever wins tonight will get to use it the week after. So, It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast. And remember, winning gets you to the next round. Losing is only temporary. You'll be back. All right, let me show you guys a little something. How about the brackets? Oh, look at these brackets. And a brand new reveal. Look, there is a parting gift if you lose tonight. And I'm showing you 2 of them tonight, okay? Anybody see anything brand new on this screen? First of all, this is a beautiful bracket, isn't it? We got SLY, we got VOX, we got ARC, we got Mirror. And the consolation prize, and there will be more, is we've got a brand new Cyborg reveal tonight. That's right, the one, the only, Cyborg Monroe. So SLY and VOX, I know you don't want to lose, but if you do, you can start planning your Cyborg draft, because one of you will be drafting very, very early tonight. If VOX loses, VOX will have the number 1 overall draft. If SLY loses, they will have the number 2 overall draft because they're the number 1 seeded team. So either way, you're going to have a shot at something. So beautiful trophy. You guys can see we're going to move somebody forward. You know, one of these little names is going to go forward to the championship. So pretty awesome stuff. But this is going to be a couple options. Julia's already thinking about losing. She's like, if we lose, I get that cyborg. It's like, no, that is the consolation prize. But we will have a cyborg draft in a couple of weeks. We got box event Monday, the championship Wednesday. Then the following week, we got the Max Awards. Then we got the cyborg draft. Then we got the All-Star game. And then we've got a brand new season, which will be the most amazing season we've ever put together. All right, let me show you guys a little something else. Really quick, player control points are locked in. You will use this as a gauge for some of the award voting, but not the only thing. This should just kind of set in your mind, but this is the last. We're not keeping up with PCP points tonight for standings, but you will still get them in order to score for your team. But here are the final standings for player control points. This is where we ended the season at the end of 15 games. You can see some of the top bombers in the game. B-Dub led the bombing group. Cat, Dime, Samurai, and a whole lot of people right there. Rajin, Jim, Valar, and Kel. DZ, Crimson Tide, number 1 in the DZ, 985 points. Does that give her a leg up for Defender of the Year? Absolutely. But there are other players in here that will probably get votes because of things that they did as well. So, again, this is a guide, but Crimson, 11 Halo wins. You got Kel in second place there. Kat, Julia, 742. Then Rajin on the list there as well, too. Look at the Ruffled Feathers. Deadly Dimes doing work. Kel, Gemstone, all with 4 Ruffled Feathers. Dal, B-Dub, a few others in there as well. And, of course, the Cannonball Run. Deadly Dimes, 378 Cannonball points. Yeah, Jim, Flyrod, Deacon made a late surge, B-Dub, and a few others in there as well. PCP points are going to be a big part of our Max Awards, and there are going to be more PCP categories for you guys to score and to keep up with next season in the brand new Battleground. So, first time we rolled it out, I absolutely love it. I think it changed the game. I certainly think that the people who played the PCP points well got an advantage on people this season. So here we go. I'm going to show you guys tonight's Epic War Bundle, and we're offering it. A lot of you guys have already reserved this. You booked it in advance. So we did offer the Super Bomber Bundle last Wednesday night. But because we're starting out the playoffs, one of two things can happen. If you didn't get it last week, you can get it tonight. If you did get it last week, you can also get a second Super Bomber Bundle tonight. The last one, last opportunity to get this season. You will not see it again until there's a brand new Battleground out there. So if you like to stock up, this is your opportunity. If you missed it, this is your opportunity. If not, there's some firepower out there, as you know. I'm going to take you to the War Bundle. Tonight's War Bundle is absolutely jam-packed. There were a lot of requests. I could not get everything in there, but this is super, super cool. Take it up top. We just did a replenishment bundle, but these are really good. Take you to the Silver Bundle. ASC, Iron, Seal Smoke, Inferno, 5 Post-Battle Pet Revive, 2 Hex, 2 Dyneema, 1 of each of your waxes. Go down to the Red. The Red, we've got Dire Red, Lagoon Ruby, Mayhem, best damage glyph in the game. Combat Orbs, Elemental Fire. This was each bundle has a special little drop-in that was requested. So in this one, it was the Elemental Fire, Red Summon Skins, Savage 6, Mag 7, Super 8, of course. Look at the bonuses. Dire Death Gem, all about extra AP. Go over to the Gold. Dire Blue, Lagoon Sapphire, Glyph of Robust, Onyx Skins, Dust Smoke, Bind Smoke, Max Seal, Fear Smoke was special by request tonight, and Gold Summon Skins. In between the gold and the green, Dire Base Gem. You better load up on that base between now and next season because you know there's going to be more damage than ever. Green, we've got Energy Orb, Arrowhead, Spider Silk, 2 Spruce, Hulk, Seal and Thrill, Bionic Wildcard, Sever, and Lime Gel, special by request. And take it up top. You guys know each bundle you get a Ancient Scroll. The bonus bundle is gold summon skins, mythic summon skins, a brand new potion cannot be used tonight. The highest potion you can use tonight is the Super 8. But starting Wednesday night, the highest potion in the game, this will be used Wednesday night and will be used for the championship, is the brand new. It is the H9. This is the Hostile 9. And the rules for the H9 will be the same as the Super 8. If you play the H9, the Super 8 will become the second strongest potion in the game. That means you can play as many Super 8s as you want starting Wednesday. And only one H9, which is the brand new Hostile 9, everybody. We are all about the damage going in to the finals and also next season. Beautiful, beautiful potion. I'm sure we'll see some of this on Friday nights as well, now that you guys are facing the Lost. And here it is. This is unbelievable. This, everybody, is the brand new Enforcer left-handed ring. The stats on this, H350, D400, tied for the highest damage in the game. Base 150, the highest APR we've ever rolled out. You got people up there in the high rent district with armor pen. This is a little bit of protection. APR 120. Hinder 1. Hinder 1. All right. What does Hinder 1 do? And this gear will be equipped on Wednesday night. And those of you playing tonight and make the finals, pay close attention to this ability. Especially right now, Arc and Mirror, you need to know what this does. Hinder 1 is going to lower a person's max rage by 1. Sounds a little like halt, right? But not quite. It can stack up to 4 times. It is cannot be used in round number 7. Okay? Cannot be used in round 7. Hinder is start to finish. So you can still overrage, but it is going to lower your rage. So for example, you hinder a person. From the time you hinder them until round 6, it's going to lower their max rage by 1 point. It can stack up to 4 times on a single player. So if you want to lower 5 or 6 people 1, that's up to you. So if you play an H9 and you got a few extra bonuses and you're S11, the rest of the game up until round 6, it drops off in round 6. You cannot be hindered in round 7. So for the game, you've got a negative debuff on you. So if I start out in round 1 and I hinder you, or maybe if somebody comes off the bench that I want to hinder, doesn't mean you're necessarily going to use hinder in round 1, because there could be some players that you want to save it for. But you may have a player comes in and says, hey, I got S12 total, and you're going to hinder that person 2 or 3 times. It's going to lower the ability down to S8, S9. And a person can be hindered up to 4 stacks. All right? Everybody got the gist of hinder. It is a very, very good defense mechanism. And again, it's how you play it. You want to pick a single person. It's not going to totally lock them out, but it is going to slow down some of the damage. All right, but you can't hinder anybody tonight. But starting Wednesday night, there's 1 or 2 people that you want to slow down a little bit. You got Echo, you got Rampage, you got Disperse, you got Mangle, and you got Hinder. Enforcer gear is is something else. And you got boost. Not bad for 6 pieces of gear, right? You got some versatility. All right. Kel, let's see where we're at. We got a lot of people picking up tonight's bundle, so she's going to type that. And again, I'm going to take you over to the Bombers really quick. Several people picked up a bonus Bomber bundle. And again, this is your last shot at getting it. We're not going to offer it Wednesday night. This is it until October. All right, while Kel's typing that, I'm going to put it up on the screen again just to show you guys. You saw it the other night. Start from the bottom. Look at all these Terminators. 16 Terminators, 12 Geddons, 8 Cataclysm, 8 Carnage. That is right. 4 Red's Revenge, 2 Vlad's Verdict, most powerful grenade in the game as far as damage, the Vlad's Verdict. Red's Revenge is no joke either. 2 Whammos, 2 St. Elmos, gives you bonus points. 2 Lithium, spreads fire. 2 Rapture, drops a teardrop. 2 Seismic, flip a boat. And Vapor. Vapor, if Vapor hits a wall, is the first damage to hit a wall. Takes out a black block. Now, if there's a rod or there's a boat, Vapor has to hit the black block and do the first damage. You can move 20 damage. So you take the block damage, and then after that, you can assign D20, or if it's a player, 20%. That's 20% to a boss, 20% to a player. You can Vapor, wipe out a Kang in some cases. So think about that for a second. You throw a grenade. You've been typically quote unquote bomber. Well, now your bomb hits, and after your bomb hits, you get that Vapor. You can assign, hey, I'm going to kill that Kang. No, you're not. We're going to prevent it. I'm going to do 20% damage to you. Seals and preventions do stop it, but you got to use a seal and a prevention. So it has, you can kill a pet. It's got options of what you can do, where you can assign that damage. I'll leave it at that, okay? So it is preventable, but now you've got a teardrop with a Rapture option. You got a Vapor. So if you're leading out, starting a game or starting a wall, these grenades are very, very epic. All right, Kel, and we've a few bombers as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 7, 8 people also picked up the bomber bundle tonight. Absolutely love it. All right. I think we got everybody here. Once Kel posts that, Vapor can be used tonight. Absolutely. Vapor's in play. That's why we rolled out Vapor last week. But the new H9 and the gear cannot be used tonight. All right, bombers, see Triggerfly, Dimes, Father Ron, Deacon, Cat, Arcbank, Mirrorbank, absolutely. Good luck, everybody. I need y'all to do me a favor if you're playing tonight. I need everybody from VOX, Cat, Trigger, Deacon, Ron, Football, J-Law, Rayjan. Give me your pre-match buffs. Craven, Bones, Ocean Man, Animal, Tiny, Crimson, Dimes, give me your pre-match buffs. And I'm going to remind y'all, the defending champs, VOX, are in the house. But tonight, we know where they're playing. We know who earned home field advantage. We're at the SLY Swamp, everybody. Get your pre-match buffs in. All right, everybody, I'm going to take you down to the SLY aisles, and, no jinx. It is, as they say, it is what it is. Tonight, if VOX win, will be the last time that we ever see this version of the SLY swamp. If SLY wins, we will see this swamp again in the championship match. That's just what's at stake. So VOX trying to live for another week, and they would either play at Mirror or at Arc. SLY trying to protect home field advantage and saying the championship match will be here next Wednesday if they win, and then they would face either Arc or Mirror, but it would be back here. So that is what's on the line, everybody. Let's kick this thing off. And as you guys know, we do have blue flames for Team SLY because of the orange background. And I'm ready to get this match going. Craven Light, Team SLY is going first. Craven Light is in the rover position. Ron is in the rover position. After Ron, we got Bomber Bones going second. After Bones, we got Trigger. After Trigger, we got Deadly Dimes. After Dimes, we got the Deacon. After Deacon, we got Crimson. And then we got Cat going last again. Craven, Ron, Bones, Trigger, Dimes, Deacon, Crimson, and Cat. Let's get this thing going. Good luck to both teams. May the best team tonight win and advance to the championship. Craven, you're on the clock. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to get your move in. 2 challenges, everybody. Craven wastes no time taking Ron straight to the dungeon. All right, Ron to the dungeon, which means, and again, remember, dungeon rules worth 200. If you get a kill in the dungeon, you do get a ruffled feather. Damage will reset. Health will reset after the dungeon. So it's not always make or break, but Ron will get a turn 1 round before Craven because he didn't get a move in round number 1. All right, gentlemen, if you're ready to battle in the dungeon, give me a 999, and I'm going to take you to the maze. The maze is a very important first step of the dungeon. It is a 4-digit code that I'm looking for. First person to get it right is going to get to choose a buff. Could be Ward, could be Pet Repel, could be the Seal. All right, here we go, gentlemen. And it is starting now. All right. Oh, you guys got to be quick on this one. But it's tough. You can see, look, nobody's gotten it yet. So this is not your typical easy maze. That means it's anybody's ball game. Is Ron going to get it first? Is Craven going to get first? I'm looking for 4 numbers. No pressure, gentlemen, no pressure. All right. Ron and Craven Light. Oh! Craven Light tried a second line correction. But I'm not going to give it to you, but I'm not going to give you the penalty, but I am going to remind you, don't type a second line. Now, this was not in the field of play, so I'm not going to hit him with the 2-line penalty move yet, but neither player got it right. It is 2-4-8-1. Ron, you were fast. 2-4-8-1. Both players got it wrong. So the maze is a tie. No buff for either player. I'm going to take you to the dungeon. Actually, I'm going to take you back to the aisles first. Sorry. All right, I'm going to put Craven up here. We're going to put Ron right there. The mind will not come into play here. Craven Light, you're up. Move number 1 with no buffs. Going to steal Ron Psycho. Going to send red Stasis over to Ron. Going to drop a seal. And going to take a shot with the Law Dog. Ron says it hits. Law Dog, a lot of damage. F4. Ron, a lot of health. First turn absorption for Ron as well. Going to absorb some of the Law Dog, but going to break his absorption. All right, I'm going to drop Ron down one level. And Ron, after your absorption, eats it with the F4. I'm going to take you down to 83%. Ron, your first move. Ron does have a pet, unfortunately. Craven has a seal smoke. Ron's first move in the dungeon. We'll see how Ron plays it. Ron's going to play an absorption. Going to play Vines to Craven. Vines are going to absorb Craven's absorption because it is round number 1. Does no damage. And he's going to throw a QWERTY grenade. Interesting play here, Craven. Going for the silencing effect. Craven says it hits. But it breaks the seal. All right, again. Craven didn't really need to defend against it because it resolved. So Vines breaks his absorption. QWERTY grenade breaks his seal. Ron has absorption. Craven in pretty good position, but Ron not in terrible position. Craven, your final move of the dungeon. We'll see if Craven is going to go big, if he's going to go strategy. A lot of different options here. This is the final round. Does Ron have a good comeback? Going to go double Mythic Blaine. Seal and Thrill. M7 standard ammo from the Law Dog. See if Ron's going to play defense or if he has a counter move. Ron says it hits. So I think Ron has decided where he's going to go with this. Craven going to go Seal and Thrill. All right. Double Mythic Blaine. It's going to double up. Now Ron is at 83. Double Mythic Blaine going to hit some of Ron's absorption. That hits first. The rest of double Mythic Blaine, the carryover damage, it's double. It's going to take Ron down to 63%. M7, standard ammo from Law Dog. 44%. That's 44% health from a stacked damage person. Going to take Ron down to 19%. And he hits the rack. First hit. Second hit. It's going to take Ron down to 9%. All right. Now, Ron, here's where you're at. You're at 9%. Craven's at 100%. He's got the body. He's got the soul. The mind is irrelevant. He's up 2-0. What's your final move? And he is sealed. Standard ammo, red gel. Craven says it hits. That could have been tricky. I'm going to leave it alone, but there could have been some drama there at the very end. Ron at 9%. Craven says it hits. Ron's breaking the seal. But man, oh man, if Craven would have thrown a Gold Psycho back, would have probably forced the prevention, right? Otherwise, Ron's going to die, and he would have gotten a ruffled feather. But anyway, that's where we leave it, everybody. It hits. Ron finishes at 9. Craven at 100. Craven wins the body and the soul. Health will reset. Pets stay where pets stay. I'm taking you back outside the aisles. Craven Light with an early first turn win, getting 200 points for the dungeon. But Ron will be back in round number 2. Very good match, gentlemen. Well played. This is championship caliber, so you know what's on the line here. I'm going to send it over to Bomber Bones. We skip Ron. Let's go to Bomber Bones for your first move tonight, Amy. And after that, we got Trigger. Now, as a reminder, captains, be quick on the draw tonight. And, of course, you do have 2 challenges. So make sure you get them right. We're all going to try to be as accurate as possible tonight. And we got Bomber Bones is up. All right, Bones is going to cameo up to the temple. And I just got to say, and I'm sorry I'm going to interrupt one time and I won't do it again, I am glad to be doing 2 faction war matches in a week. It has been rough the last couple weeks, only doing 1. So I'm glad we're doing 2 this week, and I can't wait till next season. We're back doing this on Monday and Wednesday nights again. So something to look forward to every single week. We've got Cameo to the Temple, Boston Main Street, Seal, Light of Straw Man, and Mind Flay triggers Haunt. It's a lot of stuff there, Amy. Been doing a little thinking. All right, drop that Seal. Boss to Main Street. Amy playing boss in 1. We'll cap in 3. Going to light that first straw man. You can see it. Bright blue flames. Cameo, boss, seal, light it up, and Mind Flay. All right, let's send it over to Trigger. The Trigger, you cannot haunt anybody. You can use your other abilities, but not haunt. All right. Trigger. Heading over to the temple. Going to use the Luna Lamp on the Deacon. And for tonight, that means he can use 3 M7s. If it was next week, he could use 3 S8s. That's crazy. Going to go Dark Boss to the chest. Trigger playing Dark Boss in 1. will cap in 3. She's going to drop a seal. Craven's already on top of the move. Rapture loaded. Going to mind flay Dimes as haunt. So Dimes, you can't use haunt either. The Rapture loaded with no juice. Craven Light doesn't like it. Going to go red, blue. I'm sorry, dark blue. All right. Red, dark, blue. First blue of the game. Going to hit trigger. It's going to take her absorption. It's also going to give us a grenade nerf. The next grenade that is played. We're going to nerf the damage of that because of Crimson's dark blue. That's the ability of it. So Temple, Luna Lamp to Eric to let him use 3 of the second highest potions in the game. Dark Balls to the chest, a seal. The Rapture is stopped. All right, let's go from trigger over to Deadly Dimes. Deadly Dimes, you ain't going to be haunting nobody. Deadly Dimes, solid season so far. Got her name in the hat once again for MVP consideration, of course. Playing at a very, very high level. Guys will have to wait till the Max Awards to see some of these names come out. That's why we play the games at night, because that's when the stars come out. Battleship, Deadly Dimes. Jumping in that Battleship, how about the first cannonball of these playoffs? Going to go boss to their chest. Dimes playing boss in 1 with cap in 3. Going to go absorption and pet repel. Going to light straw man, mind flay, Deacon's halt. Nobody wants halt tonight. I get it. Nobody's like, you ain't taking my damage. You ain't halting me. All right, Battleship, she got her cannonball. Boss is in play. Absorption, pet repel. Going to go light a straw man, and Deacon says, nope, you ain't doing that. Red Psycho, first Psycho of the game. It's going to get rid of Dimes' absorption, but she played absorption, so she gets 1 right back. All right, let's go from Deadly Dimes over to Deacon, who I'm going to say has definitely got his name in the hat for Bomber of the Year. If you have not been watching, maybe you don't know. But Deacon up on the Cannonball leaders list, become one of the most feared bombers in the game. We got Deacon, Crimson, and Cat. Then we skip Craven. We go back to Ron. Craven got his points, but how high of a cost did he pay for those points, giving Ron an extra turn? Battleship from the Deacon. Deacon says, give me my boat, baby. All right, Deacon. Yet another cannonball. All right, so Deacon grabbing 25. All right, we go halt, 1, 2, 3, triple halt. All right, let me give him a seal in his red Nolan. Put a seal there. Red Nolan. I'm going to drive him over to that area. Now remember, that grenade is nerfed. Because of the dark blue. We'll take this out of play. But before we even get to the nerf, Deacon's going to get a +2 in rage bonus. So he's going F4, 5, 6. With the Easter Beaster. Third strongest grenade in the game. We go triple halt, which is going to take it from a S6 down to a E3. And then we're going to put a 25% nerf on the E3. So hopefully you guys followed along there. Black block. 50% of a green block from the Deacon. Triple halts and the grenade nerf slowed it down. He still got 1.5 blocks out of it. All right, let's go from Deacon over to Crimson. Got Crimson and we got Cat. I know a lot of planning went into these matches. People were busy all last week. Nerves were probably high to start, but now it's all about the action. We got Crimson Cat, and then we'll advance to round number 2. All right, she's going to light a straw man, absorption and pet repel combo. She does have range on the Nolan, because Nolan is in the same position as basically the bomber is. She couldn't hit it with a grenade, but she can hit it with a shot. Ron realizes that and also says they're going to gold psycho it. All right, so ace to spread a flame. Second flame. Pet repel absorption. Going to D9 the Nolan. Mind Flay Cat for Crimson. Tell me what you're going to Mind Flay. Which ability? I'll let you type it on the second line. All right, Cat, no haunt. And Ron is going to use their second Psycho, which is the gold Psycho. No more. It's going to break Crimson's first absorption, but that's why she played a second absorption, because of that gold Psycho that is en route. All right, spread a flame. Absorption, pet repel. Dark Nine Nolan would have, or the Dark Nine would have killed the Nolan. They use a Psycho. We go to Cat. Cat, final move of round number 1. You're up. Going to go Orcus to Crimson. Splash a straw man. All right, Orcus is going to first hitter pet repel. Splash effect is going to get rid of one of those flames. Going to drop a seal for herself. And she's going to cadet the other straw man to make it even money. Craven Light, how do you feel about that cadet? Craven says, wait. All right, Crimson going to use the prevention. And that does keep one flaming straw man lit. Might have changed the strategy a little bit for turn number 2. All right, so they do burn the prevention on it. We'll see how costly that is as well. At the end of round number 1, I've got 1 blessing for SLY, 1 blessing for Team VOX. They did get the 5 points for SLY, but more importantly, not neutral straw man starting out the next round. DZ, 25 for VOX, 25 for Team SLY. Ron, you are teleported back to your rover position. Cat getting a halo. And Crimson getting a halo. Father Ron, round number 2, you're up. What do you have in store? I know what you wanted to have in store. I think Craven Light was onto that as well. Oh, Ron's going to do some craziness here. Ron's going to move to there, DZ. He's like, hello, Crimson. Look at Ron up here. Satan moving in. Going to play a pet repel. Going to talon straw man. One second when I find it, Ron. A lot of files. One sec. All right, Ron making straw man number 6 disappear. So just know there are 5. And he's also putting out the first flame. All right, recap. Talon Strawman, move to their DZ, pet repel, and going to put out a Strawman. All right, let's go from Ron over to Bomber Bones. So we're down to 5 total Strawmen. We got Bones and we got Trigger. Bones will give you 15 seconds to get your move in. She's going to turn into a ninja. Going to play the Slush Wand. Which is going to half the Captain effect. So Deacon, that is going to cut your Enrage down to 1 bonus. But it's also going to get rid of one of the Ice Wands. Or one of the wands, which will be Ice. So Blue Wand is off the board. Bones is becoming a ninja. Cinder for points. Going to lower Trigger's damage. So Trigger is haunted. Going to throw a Max Seal over to Crimson. All right, Ninja, Slush Wand. Playing a pet. Going to light a Straw Man. So Ron, you got a Straw Man shot coming to light up Straw Man number 1. And we're going to give them 20 points for Cinder. Ron says it hit. Sorry, Ron. Ron was there early. All right, first Straw Man is lit up. Thank you, Ron. All right, let's go from Ron over to Trigger. Sorry, Ron, you were so fast, I had to ask twice. All right, Trigger's going to send Mythic Kang over to her boss. Trigger Mythic Kang. Could be worth 63 if it hits, if it caps. F4 Elmo loaded with Rampage to the wall, Max Seal over to Ron. All right, F4 Elmo with Rampage. Rampage is going to make her an F5, and it's going to give her 1 point of carryover next turn. Craven, how do you feel about he says wait. It's going to be an F5 Elmo. Everybody looking for points any way they can get them tonight. Gold blue from Bones. Second blue of the game. Stopping that Elmo. Also going to break Trigger Seal. Fox out of Psychos. SLY has used 2 blues. but no damage gets through. Let's go from trigger over to deadly dimes in the boat. Got dimes, Deacon, Crimson, and Cat. All right, I'm going to start out with the Furnace Wand. Getting that red wand in play. Total combined rage, the rest of this round cannot exceed F6 by any player for the remainder of the round. Red wands are off the board. She's going to send her for points. Going to give them another 20. Going to drop a seal for herself. All right, and then she is going to go F4 plus 2 from the boat. Even if she went up to 7, 8, 9, that's fine. You can go over, but it'll drop back down to S6. That's the highest you can get. So you got an S6 Trixie going to Deacon's Nolan and also going to Trigger's Kang. Kang's under attack and Nolan is under attack with the Trixie. Tanner is a smart play. Absolutely. Ron playing to Tanner to eat up that Trixie. And a gold blue from Cat. Cat says, let's use this first blue. That gold blue is going to break Dime's absorption. She still has her seal, but both attacks have been shut down. Furnace Wand, send her for the free points. Plays a seal smoke, and the Trixie is shut down and shut down. All right, let's go from Dimes over to Deacon. Remember, Deacon, Crimson, and Cat, you can accumulate as much rage as you want, but the max you will get credit for is 6 this round because the Furnace Wand. Got Deacon and Nolan. Crimson with her final move in round 2, and then Cat. M7 Red's Revenge with the boat, and the nerf from the boat's cut in half is going to give him a S8. Will be paired back to a 6 because of the wand. He's also going to play a Pet Repel. Going to put some Dust Smoke on Dimes. Craven, you got M7 Red's Revenge as a Savage 6 and a M7 Red's Revenge as a Savage 6 coming from Nolan. Double Red's Revenge from the Deacon. Already making some noise in round number 2. Craven says, wait. Deacon putting the heat on early in the game. All right, Bones is going to intervene a grenade, and the other one hits. Burning of prevention, but Deacon is going to get one through, but Craven said, yep, you're not getting two through. Red's Revenge, second strongest grenade in the game as a S6. Deacon. Only person doing any wall damage tonight is the Deacon. He got nerfed the first time. This time, not so much. We're going to take that half green block. Kiss it goodbye. Full green block and a blue block for the Deacon, and 25% of a blue block. $75 blue remaining. So you got 1.5 green and 1.25 blue. Yep. Craven with a challenge, and we're going to remove the dust smoke from dimes. Deacon gets the pet repel, but he does not get the dust smoke because of the challenge. We'll give one warning to VOX for a double play. And no loss of challenge, obviously. And Crimson going to add the Chromica. Going to get 10 points from the Chromica. And it's free. All right. Good challenge, good hit, good damage, all of the above. Let's go from Deacon over to Crimson. Crimson, final move of round number 2. And Nolan is out of play. He did what he was supposed to do. Crimson and then Cat. Seen multiple strategies from both teams. This looks like it's going to be a good one. Normally you can tell kind of a theme, but I think both teams mixing it up tonight. Some creative gameplay. But it is the playoffs. You got to expect a little bit different in the playoffs than the regular season. Creole to Deacon. Red Gel to Strawman. All right, Creole going to hit Eric. And is going to give Crimson a pet repel. And Ron, she's going to light up Strawman number 2. All right. Hits Deacon, gets rid of his pet repel. Creole gives her a pet repel. And let's go to Cat. Cat, final move of round number 2. Dune Strawman, Absorption, and Cadet. Dune to put out number 2. Craven, the Cadet. It hits. We got no Strawman lit and only 5 up on the board. All right, that is the end of round number 2. Captains, give me your subs. I've got Bomber Bones getting a blessing. I got Trigger getting a blessing. I got Father Ron locking down the DZ. Sly getting no points. Vox getting 25. They own their own DZ. Strawman is 0-0. Let's look at Halos. We got Cat with a second Halo. We got Ron with his first Halo. We got Crimson with her second Halo. Elevation 1. Crimson is going to keep all of her buffs. Ron, however, is not. And Cat is not. Cat losing her seal. Ron losing his seal. Ron losing his pet repel. All right, Trigger heading over to the sideline. Regine coming in as a bomber. J-Law coming in as a extra rover. Tiny for Bones, Ray extra DZ. All right, new order is going to be Craven will stay in. Regine, J-Law, Ocean Man. All right, I got Craven, Ron, Tiny, Regine, Dimes, Deacon, Crimson, Cat, Ocean Man, and J-Law. Again, Craven, Ron, Tiny, Regine, Dimes, Deacon, Crimson Cat, Ocean Man, and J-Law. And they are going to kill the squid. There will be no squid games tonight. Those of you expecting to see a little bit of action, not going to happen. All right, Craven Light, you are outside of the dungeon, and you're up. Got Vox with the early wall lead, a little bit of DZ, got Sly with the dungeon, and a little bit of boss control. Craven's going to cameo himself up to the temple. Going to activate Cosmic Guard. Going to put Ward on Tiny with the guard. And going to activate Dark King to Ron. Ron, let me know if Dark King hits. If it hits, it's stealing your stasis. Ron says it hits. Going to lose his stasis. All right. If Ron had a seal, it would have prevented. Obviously, he's got no protection there, so it does hit. Going to max seal himself. Craig with a pretty good combo shot. And then he's going to go red gel to light up the first straw man. All right, real quick recap. Cameo to the temple is good. Using his legendary / cosmic ability. Going to put a ward on Tiny. Going to hit Ron with Dark King to steal his stasis. Dropping a seal on himself and a red gel to light up a straw man. Let's go from Craven Light over to the Messenger of the Lord, Father Ron, in a crowded DZ with Ocean Man and Crimson. After Ron, Bones' boss will cap, Trigger's boss will cap, and then Dime's boss will cap 1, 2, 3. See what Ron has in store. Ron's going to move up to the temple. And take his halo with him. Earn that halo, Ron. Going to drop Seal Smoke. And send a Mythic Kang over to Trigger's boss. Ron playing Mythic Kang. Could be worth 63. And a Cadet to Strawman. Craven Light. Says it hits. He's got a couple of tanks in there now, but he says, you know what? We'll let this one hit. All right, let's go from Ron over to Tiny. Tiny, on your turn, you cap that important first boss. SLY getting on the board with a flag. And now we got Tiny and Ward. Pretty even game so far. A lot of ways to score points. Got to be in tune to what your opponent's doing. But both teams are mixing it up tonight. Tiny will give you 10 more seconds to get your move in. We're going to keep the game flow going, everybody. We know we want to get it right, but tonight, just have your moves ready to go. I'm going to push you guys a little bit quicker so we get a little bit more natural gameplay. We got Tiny and then we got Rei Jin. All right, Tiny's going to steal the Deacon's lost Soul Well. Not steal it, but make him unable to use it for 2 turns. So for 2 turns, Eric cannot play the Soul Well, which would have given him 25% of points. So, Eric, you would be able to use that again in round 5 if you chose to. Going to release Ward. Going to Pet Repel. I'm going to give you the first one. I'm going to give you the Absorption. So Pet Repel, playing the Absorption. That might change a little bit of Ron's strategy. All right, so Ron, you've got a Vapor Grenade, no juice on it. that would hit the wall. If it does hit the wall, it's going to deal D20 to a Mythic Kang. All right, Ron's going to burn the blue on it. All right, so no vapor, even though there's no juice. Ron's not letting it hit that first block. Going to play red-blue. Will protect the Kang, and that is second blue of the game. That is going to break Tiny's first absorption, but the second one is there. So playing Cosmic Heart. Deacon cannot play Lost Soul for 2 rounds. He can play another Legendary if he wants. Going to play Boss to Main Street. Let me get that Boss there. So Tiny playing Boss in 3. Would cap in 5. Pet Repel Absorption. And also going to play no Haunt for Rei-Jin. So Rei-Jin, you're not nerfing any damage. All right, let's go from Tiny over to Rei-Jin. And again, Rei-Jin, no Haunt. And on your move, Vox able to get a big 126. Ron said, let's protect them. 63 and 63. Plus 25 extra from the Dark Boss. And the first flag for Team VOX. So with the right amount of Kangs, you can get right back in it. You can see VOX just gained 126 just like that. Not quite made up for the dungeon, but certainly gets them back in the conversation. All right, Rei-Jin, you're on the clock. Give me 15 seconds. All right, Rei-Jin is going to head over to the stairs of the temple. Got Craven and Ron already there. Going to send Boss over to their chest. All right, Rei-Jin playing Boss in 3 would cap in 5. Seal and Thrill. All right, a little bit of heat here. So Rei-Jin playing Seal and Thrill. The wand has worn off. We're in a new round. S6 Red's Revenge. It's going to make it a 7. Echo's going to make it an 8. And is going to send +1 over to Deacon. So Craven, you got the equivalent of a S8 Red's Revenge loaded. And the Echo effect is going to hit Deacon for a bonus 1. I don't recall seeing VOX mix it up quite so much before. Going to be a pretty interesting 7-round game when we get to the end of it. Tiny's going to prevent the grenade, so burning a cooldown from the tank. VOX playing the long game here. They're certainly getting the preventions out. All right, the Echo will carry over but nothing else hits. He does get credit for the seal. All right, let's go from Regin over to Dimes. Dimes, start of your turn. You cap. Still on the boat. That's flag number 2 for Team SLY. We got Dimes, and then we got the Deacon. Give Dimes about 10 more seconds. We are in round number 3. We got Dimes, Deacon, Crimson Cat, Ocean Man, and J-Law. All right, Dimes, I got you at 5. All right, going to go Ward to Crimson. All right, getting Ward in play. Going to send some dust smoke over to the Deacon. A little bit of nerf. Going to go F5 Rapture, loaded to the wall with Ignite. Looking for a teardrop. That is a 5. That is a 6. That is a 7. With Ignite, it's almost an S8, Ron. Ron, that's enough for him to say, wait. Regin playing Horus. Horus gives Vox an additional blue, shutting it down. So the ward happens. The dust happens. The F5 Rapture does not. Vox still has their 1 blue remaining. Regin uses his legendary. All right, after Dimes, let's go over to the Deacon. Deacon in the boat. Got the dust smoke on him, but he's only getting the S1 bonus from the wand because of the slush. Deacon, Crimson Cat, Ocean Man, and J-Law. Give Deacon about 10 more seconds to get his move in. All right, in 5. Gonna Unholy Smoke. Mass Craven. Yep. If there's any action. Got Unholy, M7 Vlad, and Nitroed Ocean Man. Craven hits or wait? It hits. All right, Deacon. Going to Unholy the Smoke. Nitroed Ocean Man. Would give him another seal. Nitro going to take Ray down to 92%. M8. Vlad's, oh boy, strongest grenade in the game with a little M8 action to it. Craven Light. 75% blue. Crushing a blue. That's 1 3/4 blue and adding a 75% red on top of it. 25% red remaining. So 3 1/4 left on the board for Team VOX. Deacon getting a shot through. All right, let's go from Deacon over to Crimson. Going to go Dark Boss to their chest. All right, Crimson playing Dark Boss in 3. We cap in 5. 2 bosses on the board. Send a little dust smoke back over to the Deacon again. And a red gel to Strawman. Ron says a hit. So we got Strawman number 1 lit. Got SLY, several bosses out. VOX, destroying walls. See who's got the most left in the tank. Let's go from Crimson over to Cat. Got Cat, Ocean Man, and J-Law for round number 3. Cat's going DZ Portal. Going to send her for points. Fear Smoke Crimson and Cadet to Strawman. It hits. All right, Fear Smoke. Put Crimson over in the pond. It is her home field. And going to put out one of the flames. All right, moving to the portal. Capping some free points. Fear Smoking Crimson and Cadet Strawman. Let's go from Cat over to Ocean Man. Ray, you're up. Got Ocean Man and we got J-Law. Tiny with the boss on Main Street. Crimson with the dark boss out. And Regine with the boss out. All right, Ocean Man's going to Talon Crimson back to their DZ. Going to DZ Portal to the other side. Going to play an Absorption and a Pet Repel. And going to light a Strawman. All right. Go from Ocean Man over to J-Law. Final move of round number 3. J-Law, the wall. I'll give you 2 seconds, J-Law. You can have longer. It's a playoff. J-Law heading over to the temple. Going to Talon another Strawman. Got 4 on the board. Going to drop a Seal. And Absorption. It's going to let it hit because she double potioned. I'm going to hit VOX with a 5-point penalty because they used the Absorption potion and also an F4. So VOX -5, double move, second one of the night. So she gets to Temple, gets rid of the Strawman, plays a Seal, and the Carnage loaded to the wall. Going to honk Crimson, take away some of her damage. Going to nerf her 10%. And the good news is, you did get rid of the rest of the red block. There's only 25% of a red block remaining, so the Carnage does take the 25% off the board. So you got 3 full blocks remaining. All right, she moved to the temple, got rid of a straw man, played a seal, got her absorption, haunted Crimson, and just a standard Carnage to the wall. At the end of the round, I've got a blessing for Craven Light. I've got a blessing for Ron. We've got SLY with 25 points in the DZ, VOX with 0. Crimson with a 3rd halo. Cat with a 3rd halo. Ocean Man with his 1st halo. Strawman points. SLY with 5. VOX with 0. And that's the end of round number 3. This is the 4th and final round. Craven Light from the temple. You're on the clock. Give you 15 seconds. Final round of the first half, everybody. Craven's going to play the Avalanche Wand. Can't play the Avalanche Wand. Craven. Because Slush Wand has already been played, so there's no blue. Going to Red Kang Main Street. I'm going to give SLY a warning. No points, but we'll give him a warning. Red Kang to Main Street Boss. Craven playing Red Kang. Could be worth 50 if it caps. Binds to Deacon. Standard ammo red gel is going to hit. It's going to be Straw Man number 2. Bine's going to break Deacon's seal. Also going to take him down to 90. All right, no wand. Red Kang to Main Street Boss. Binds to Deacon and lighten up a Straw Man. Let's go from Craven Light over to Father Ron. Father Ron also in the temple. Give Ron about 15 seconds to get his move in. After Ron, we got Tiny. Be ready to go, Tiny. Ron's going to turn Ocean Man into a medic. Then he's going Orcus Ocean Man, Beer Smoke Craven, and Spruce the Straw Man. All right, Orcus to Ray. He's going to get rid of his pet repel first. He still has his absorption. Ocean Man obviously losing his prevention, and also a medic. Interesting. Craven, you're going to be feared out of the temple, and also a Spruce to Straw Man. So Orcus going to splash that first flame. And the Spruce would put out the second one. And keep in mind, there's only 4 straw men total. All right. Going to back it all up. All right, so Ron, you get 1 pet action. You don't lose your legendary. But you don't get to play it this turn. So do you want to keep the Orcus, or do you want to switch to a different pet? All right, it's going to keep it. So we are going to keep Ray's Pet Repel off. He had it to begin with, so he loses it with the Orcus. The flame is still out. There is no Fear Smoke to Craven Light. There's no Spruce. Ron did not lose any legendaries. He still has a legendary, can use that one later or a different one. And Ray is still a tank. All right, let's go from Ron over to Tiny. Tiny, you're on the clock. You got 15 seconds. If you guys like cyborgs, you're going to love the cyborg draft, and you're absolutely going to love the cyborg plays next season when all teams have more than one option for their cyborgs. It is going to completely mix up the game. I'm just saying, if there was a Tim Tebow cyborg, I don't think Kel would even, I think she would call out sick on Wednesday and not even play. She would just lose the game for Mir to get the Tebow cyborg as a number 1 draft choice. Right, Tiny's going to go Mythic Kang to Main Street. All right, Mythic Kang, Tiny. Could be worth 63 if it caps. Got a couple Kangs on Main Street. It will. If you disable a cyborg, it will take any cyborgs out of play. That action will still be live. Max Seal over to Ocean Man. S8 Rapture to the wall with Rampage. Ed. Tiny. Rampage will not carry over through halftime. So I see what you were doing there. But the Rampage is a lingering effect. You will not get credit for it next turn because you're playing it in round 4. The debuffs fall off. But either way, Ray Jin's going to intervene the grenade. All right, Mythic Kang is good. Max Seal is good to Ray. S8 Rapture is shut down. VOX pitching a shutout right now on the wall. That is relevant to those of you watching. Pay close attention. There's good action. Give these players some respect, everybody. Let them play their game. Cheer them on. All right, Tiny. Shut down by Ray Jin. Let's go from Tiny over to Ray Jin. Ray Jin is going to Cyborg Fly to Crimson and Ocean Man. Craven, I'll let you read through all of that. Going to go Mythic Kang. Ray Jin playing Mythic Kang could be worth 63. All right. Going to pick and stick Crimson and Ray. Going to send a Max Seal over to Cat. And M7 Vlad, verdict to the wall with Ignite Craven Light. You got Cyborg Fly. All right, Crimson is going to disappear. Disappears, she is going to lose. Pet Repel. Seal. Absorption buff, but she ain't there. So Crimson invisible, but still in the DZ. Ocean Man. Going to get picked up and going to get stuck right there, not moving for the remainder of the round. M7. Vlad's verdict to the wall with Blue Spark. Equivalent to an S8. Mowing down. Red block. Red block. And 50% of a red block. You saw one earlier, so you had an idea what it was going to look like. Half a red block is remaining. Ray Jin, take it down 2.5 red. Almost getting the gold bar. VOX making moves. SLY making moves. All right, again, quick recap. Cyborg Fly. Crimson disappears. She doesn't get picked and pulled out of the DZ. Ocean Man does. Mythic Kang playing on the boss. Sealing Cat and M7 with the Blue Spark. We saw Deacon get one through. Ray Jin with a little bonus Ignite. Not quite enough to finish off the wall. But close. We got ourselves a ball game. All right, let's go from Ray Jin over to Deadly Dives from the boat. Both these teams look like completely different teams tonight. A lot of planning, a lot of strategy, and some great gameplay. I don't know who's going to pull this one out, but I just know both teams are playing at a super, super high level. This is what Play Dead Live is all about. You play 15 games in a season. You get comfortable with all the rules, all the strategies, all your items, and then you piece it together and go out there and just have a hard-fought battle to see who's going to take this one down. But we've got Deadly Dimes, then the Deacon with some dust smoke. Dimes in a boat with no dust smoke. Deacon in a boat with some dust smoke. Then we got Crimson Cat, Ocean Man, and J-Law. SLY trying to get back to the pinnacle, trying to get back to the finals. VOX trying to say we're the defending champs. It always goes through us. We're going to see. Mythic Kang to Main Street from Dimes. I got a third Kang on Main Street. Dimes says, give me them points. Mythic Kang could be worth 63 if all of that caps. Gonna go Thrill Smoke. S6, Vlad loaded. Ron says wait. All right, Ron. So, Ron, first of all, she chose the wrong grenade because that would indicate that she meant to play a Vapor. So there is no there Kang. So the S6 Vlad is the Vlad's verdict. That's what she typed. That's what we're going with. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you again. You may want to keep that same move up there. But the S6 Vlad is only going to hit the wall. So, still a lot of damage. Do you want to keep the red-blue up there and stop the Vlad's verdict, even though it looked like she might have wanted the Vapor because of their Kang? Okay. Ron is still going to stop it. Dimes, you are charged for the Vlad's verdict. They are playing the blue, not the Vapor. And it is going to break your seal. All right, so that would have been a Super 9 with her being in the boat. Ron knew that was enough. Look, Super 9, Vlad's verdict, strongest grenade in the game, would have been the biggest shot of the night. So even though it was a different grenade, we still get the idea. Ron was going to shut it down. No more blues for Team VOX. They are pitching a first half wall shutout up to this point, though. Can't last forever, right? Let's go over to Deacon. Deacon, you're in the dust. I'm going to take you down to 80% because you got the vines on you. You got 50% of a red block remaining. Now, it may be a blessing that one of the biggest bombers of the game is up with only a half a red block because it's not a fresh wall. But that's the way it works out sometimes. Sometimes you finish off the wall, you get a fresh one. Sometimes you get caught in between cycles. And he's like, I'm still bringing M7. So, all right, now we got a decision to make. So Deacon says, let me just throw the M7. I know it looks like a big hit, but I'm going to add a lithium to it, Craven. So you're either going to burn something to protect this little itty-bitty wall left and give me the extinguish, or you're not. Craven says, I'm going to give it to you. All right. So Deacon, great strategy there, loading up. First of all, he's going to go Mythic Kang to the boss. All right, so let's get his Mythic Kang out there. Deacon showing some heart here. If Mythic Kang does cap, that's 63 more for VOX. Even with the nerf, he's taking the wall down. I'm going to go ahead and rebuild it. So Deacon getting the Kang, putting out the final flame, and getting the first wall of the night for VOX. That's a 300 spot right there. Talk about making up some points. VOX has shifted the strategy here. And Eric, I'm going to give you a little bonus prize. How about a gold bar for the Deacon? 50-point shot, Deacon. All right, VOX turning up the heat. Let's go over to Crimson Tide from the DZ. She's invisible. Crimson, you going to stay invisible? Or you going to come out and join us? Got Crimson Cat, Ocean Man, J-Law, and then we got halftime. And I'm sure these players could use a couple-minute break to get their bearings about them, because after halftime, we got 3 rounds. We got bosses in play. We got Kangs in play. Wall damage, DZ, straw men, rings, PCP points. All right, Crimson says, let me grace y'all with my reappearance. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Crimson, Mythic Kang to Main Street. That's another, woo, that's a lot of Mythic Kangs out there. Another 63 in play. And she's going to take a shot at the Deacons. And Ron says, you know what? I got another Tanner here just for that Dark 9 shot. Ron burning Tanner number 2. That is how a captain does captaining. All right, let's go from Crimson over to Cat. Cat, Ocean Man, J-Law. I'm going to tell you what, the viewers have been thoroughly entertained. I think there's been some PDL withdrawals. I think people have missed Faction Wars twice a week. So we are back in action. 2 big matches for y'all. And the stakes could not be higher this week. We got Cat, Ocean Man, and J-Law. And Busy. Busy and I know a little something y'all don't know, and I'm going to tell you. Oh, my goodness. Wait till October. An Ion, Crimson out of the DZ. Ouch. Was waiting for the SLY Shaw. And now bringing the Ion. Going to Talon Rage in. To the other DZ, Cat pulling a switcheroo with a late game Ion. All right. And then Craven. F4 Trixie, red Tanner, gold Tanner. Going to go double Tanners. All right, Ion Crimson out. Talon Rage in. Couple Trixies. Craven shuts down the Trixies. Let's go over to Ocean Man. Ocean Man in the house. Ray, your final move of the first half. Ray cannot move. He is stuck in place. All right, give Ocean Man about 10 more seconds. Get his final move in the first half. All right, going to go Vines to Rage in. Gold Petro and Gas Blast, and they're all reachable. All right. Prevention on Vines. I-Ring on Petro. And the Gas Blast is just going to break the seal. Very, very good move by Ray. And maybe a better move by the Deacon. Remember, Deacon got locked out with the Lost Soul Well. A timely move using the prevention and the I-Ring back-to-back. Very well played by both players. All right, J-Law the Wall. Final move of the first half. Bring us home, J-Law. Man, oh man, has VOX SLY been a good one so far. J-Law going Mythic Kang. Could be worth 63. See a lot of Kangs out there. Going to play a Thrill Smoke. Double Trixies to those Kangs. Craven Light. They are all up in your points. Gold blue from Dimes. And anything else? Oh, double trick. Look at that. Prevention and a gold blue. Ray's like, you ain't playing mom on me. He gets that prevention out of play. All right, final blue of the game, both teams. Second half is going to be brutal. And another prevention. I don't know what the storyline is here. VOX keeping SLY from... Ray is not. A medic. Ron losing challenge number 1. You got one challenge remaining, Ron. They played Dolly, which prevented him from becoming a medic, which we more than covered multiple times. Which is why you still have your legendaries. All right. Can I get the second half lineups, please? And Ron, you have one challenge remaining. I suggest using it wisely. All right, at the end of the first half, the DZ points. VOX got 75 big points at the end of that round. They also got a halo for Ray Jin. And they got a 4th halo for Cat. Cat now leading the DZ points. Blessing. Blessing, not a gold bar. 1 blessing each. And Strawman was 0-0. All right, teams, get up and stretch. I'm going to set the lineups. I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Relax. Talk in your chats if you want to. It is 10:40. I'm going to give you to 10:42. We got an action-packed second half. Teams are fighting to save their Trixies or their Kangs. They're fighting to get wall points. They're fighting to get whatever they can get. It is a clawing type of game. You got 2 minutes. I'm going to set the lineups. All right, we're back, everybody. So a couple things. Number one, Kat lost her seal for elevation because she was in the DZ. Crimson and Ray were not in the DZ. Crimson did not have a seal. Ray does have a seal. He keeps it because he was in the pond. Now he's back in the DZ. So they keep their smokes. All other players should be good with their buffs. The new lineup is as follows. We're going to have Craven Light, then Ron, then we got Animal, then we got Trigger is back in, then we got Dimes, then we got Football in for the Deacon, then we got Crimson, Cat, Ocean Man, and J-Law. Get everybody back in their rightful spot there. All right, again, Craven, Ron, Animal, Trigger, Dimes, Football, Crimson, Cat, Ocean Man, J-Law. This is going to be the final half for one team and a half to advance them to the championship for another team. Craven Light. Let's kick off the second half of round number one. Craven Light, you got 15 seconds to get your move in. 3 more rounds, everybody, and not a whole lot of preventions. No blues. So it is going to get crazy. All right, Craven, going to move to the temple. All right, he is going to go Pet Repel. Going to go Rufus. And Ron, here's the deal with Rufus. It's a 1 in 6 chance for a knockout shot. You can let me know if you want to gamble and let it hit. And then he's going to follow it up with a QWERTY grenade to trigger. So Ron says wait. All right, Football's going to intervene the grenade. How about the Rufus? All right, Rufus hits. Big gamble here that SLY's taken with their pet. So the silencing grenade doesn't happen, but there is a 1 in 6 chance that this could be even worse. All right. Give me 1 second, Craven. I have to find a die roll. Craven, pick a number 1 to 6. Craven, pick a number 4. If this is a 4, Trigger will get knocked out, lose her turn. It is a 6. It is a 6. All right, big dodge there. Big dodge. Craven burning a pet, going for a killing blow, basically. Knockout blow, not a killing blow. All right, let's go over to Father Ron. Ron, you're up. Trigger's still taking a little bit of damage. I got you at 96%, Trigger. You're still in good shape. We got Ron and we got Animal. All right, he's going to turn Animal into a medic. Vile Smoke over to Crimson. Going to move to the temple. Ron, give me a target for those Trixies. Think we know, but still got to have a target. Kang's on Main Street. So Craven, Animal's a medic. Vile to Crimson. Basically an F5 because of the Echo. F5 Trixies to 2 of those Kangs. Craven says, wait. All right, Animal is going to medic. Which is going to take half the damage. And then double evoke. All right. F5 Trixie. So Trixie's going to split. Going to go 2 different Kangs. So you got an F5 going to 1. That damage is calculated. and then double evoking the other one. One is definitely going to die. One is definitely going to live. The other one with the medic ability is going to be close. 1 second. And Joe will take half that damage. All right, so it's implied that when you target the Kangs with Trixie, that you're targeting the Mythic. Now, there's a catch-22 to that. The Mythic have the most health. Now, SLY has 3 Mythics and 1 red. You can use Seer. It's not going to get it done. So when he cuts it in half, Ron, the Mythic Trixie's taking 15. Joe's taking 15 to Mythic. Had you specifically targeted the red Kang, might have gotten the red Kang off the board. The Mythic Kang that he uses the medic ability takes 15% damage. You can sear it. We can sear it up to 17. Still going to be at 3%. The other one he double evoked is at 10%. So one Mythic Kang is 100%. The red Kang is fine. The medic ability and seared, that one is at 3%, and the other one's at 10%. So all of them stay alive. Animal, however, is taking 15% of that damage to himself. So I got Joe at 85. But the legendary play and the medic ability is going to keep them alive. All right, let's go from Ron over to the animal. And on the animal's turn, he is capping. 63, 63, 63, and 50. SLY getting in the game with 4 Kangs at a cost. Third flag of the game. Animal, you're up. All right, Animal's going to go Boston Main Street. All right, he's going to play the Grace Wand, which means that boss on Main Street cannot be hit by more than 2 pets, Ron. Only 2 damaging pets. But it can be hit up to twice. Joe's going to play a Heal and Seal Smoke. S6 Easter Beaster with Rampage, and Ron says, wait. Ron's like, I want this shutout, man. S6 Easter Beaster, J-Law preventing the grenade. All right, Boston Main Street, Animal playing boss in 5, would cap in 7. Heal and Seal, going to bring his health back up to 95. And S6 Easter Beaster with Rampage is shut down. All right, let's go over to Rei-Jin. On Rei-Jin's turn, we're capping 3 more Mythic Kangs for Team VOX. It's a total of 5. We're still ahead in the Kang game. We're also capping boss number 2. 3 flags to 2 currently. All right, Trigger is going to steal Ocean Man's boss. Ray, no boss for you. Going to go Kane to Animal's boss. That will be 1. Seal and Thrill. And a fresh wall and a S6 Rapture. Always a gamble. So Steel and Ray's boss. Regular Kane to Joe's boss. S6 Rapture hits. Okay, we got a couple things in play here. Number 1, pet number 1 hitting Animal's boss. Health is average. So Animal, we're going to take your boss with the cane. Only 1 more pet can hit it. Going to take your boss down to 85%. S6 Rapture loaded is going to teardrop. And it is a weaker wall than the first wall. Rapture tied for the 3rd highest grenade in the game. Black, green, green. Trigger taking down 3 blocks with an S6 Rapture and a Thrill attached to it, almost an S7. Let's go from Trigger over to Deadly Dimes. We got Dimes. And then we got the Football Master. Dimes will give you 10 more seconds. Get your move in. Everybody pay attention to who has legendaries. Pay attention to who has cooldowns. Pay attention to what the other team has. All of these things are going to come into effect. Dime's going to put red stasis on football. Going to go chill and thrill. E3 rapture to the wall. Ron says it hits, giving up the teardrop, but Ron has been there and done that with this wall, so he knows that first one not going to do a super lot of damage. We've seen it in round number 1. Dimes, you are able to get black block and 3/4 of a green block. 25% green remaining. All right, we go from Dimes over to Football Master and Stasis. Give football about 10 more seconds. Looks like a pretty solid move. Sixes, seal, orange crush the stasis, and balls to their chest. Does SLY have anything for the orange crush? VOX is betting that they don't. It hits. Might have been a calculated bluff on Dimes' part. VOX was on top of it. They knew that red stasis was going to go away. Football Master able to get a very important boss out. Boss in 5 could cap in 7. But he did have to use an attack to get it. Also going to drop a seal on himself. And he's going to use a legendary Get rid of that blue block. Sixes for a block. Seal, Orange Crush. Let's go from Football Master over to Crimson. Crimson, the Vile Smoke has got you at 90%. But the good news is, Crimson caps a boss. That is boss number 4 for Team SLY. And a bonus 25 because it's a dark boss. Crimson Cat, Ocean Man, and J-Law. It's all that's left in round number 5. Got extra Kangs, we got cannonballs, we got gold blocks, DZ points, you name it. These teams have thrown it at each other tonight. All right, she's going to go Heal and Seal. Won't get rid of the Vile Smoke, but will get her health back and give her a temporary seal until the next Vile Smoke hits. Going to go Kane to Football's Boss and a D9. Ron says, wait. All right, J-Law's going to evoke now. Crimson put no juice on the D9. She might have got Ron a little trigger happy there. I like the move. J-Law immediately evoking it, though, to cut it in half. It was going to hit, but Crimson saving the firepower. All right, Kane to Football. Football's got a lot of health. You saw the Kane hit Joe for 15%. It's hitting Football for 8%. The evoke on the D9, it is a severe weapon, but again, there's no juice on it. We're going to cut that in half. Football taking another 9% from the D9 with no juice on it. Going to put him at 83% after the evoke. All right. Football's Boss at 83. Joe's Boss, 85. Let's go from Crimson over to Cat. Crimson's health back to 100%. Got Cat, Ocean Man, and J-Law. Give Cat about 10 more seconds. Vine to Crimson. Red Petro to Crimson. Inferno to Strawman. All right, Vines to break the seal. Petro to knock her out of the DZ. Inferno to light the first straw man of the night for Team VOX. Ocean Man going to I-ring the Petro. All right, Vines are going to hit. Going to break her seal. Going to take her back down to 90%. I-ring will not knock her out of the DZ. And Craven, I'm assuming the Inferno hits. We'll light up the first straw man for Team VOX. All right, let's go from Cat over to Ocean Man. All right, give Ray about 10 more seconds to get his move in. And we got J-Law on deck, and that'll be the end of round 5. We'll be down to 2 rounds to decide who is going to the championship and who is going to start planning for the Cyborg draft. All right, he is going to Regis, Animals Boss, and S6 Red's Revenge to Football's Boss. Hits. All right. Regis, we're going to take Animal back to 100%. S6 Red's Revenge. Big time shot from Ocean Man. %, right to the dome. S6 Red's Revenge. A lot of health, but a nice grenade shot. Putting Football's Boss down to 55%. Barely over half. Let's kick it over to J-Law. J-Law. Final move in round number 5. Final move in round 5. She's going to send Boss to their chest. Ah, they're stacking it. The old stack play from J-Law. J-Law playing boss in 5, will cap in 7. I did not, Craven Light. That is going to put football's boss at 45%. You are correct. He would have started at 90%. So it's a good challenge. Remember the swamp, 10% damage. So instead of starting at 100, he started at 90. We got football sitting at 45. J-Law going boss to their chest. Going to drop a pet repel. Going to gold spark Craven Light. And S6 Red's Revenge loaded with Echo to give Ron a +1 next round. Craven Light, S6 Red's Revenge. Anything to stop it. Going to be the equivalent of a S7 with the Echo. It hits. All right. Again, weaker wall. Blue block. Blue block. Teardrop destroys it. And 75% red block. 2 3/4 remaining. And that is the end of round number 5, everybody. Round number 5. We got Animal on Main Street. We got a double stack on the other side. We got Mini Craven Light in the temple, getting a blessing. We got Ron getting another blessing. We got Cat getting blessing number 5. Ocean Man with number 2. Crimson with number 4. Give her a double stack, take one away. That gives her 4. DZ points, 25-25. And VOX getting 5 points on the straw man. All right, if you ain't nervous, you ain't playing. Because the nerves need to be kicking in right now because there's only 2 rounds remaining. Craven Light, you're on the clock. Give you 15 seconds to get your move in. This is the final round of 5 people, and then we got a speed round of the starters or the starters with 1 adjustment. This is one of those games that you hate to see either team lose because they're playing their hearts out right now. And J-Law, your boss, is at 90% as well because you're in the swamp too. So football at 45, J-Law at 90. Craven Light playing Red Rod. Going to send some dust over to Father Ron. Like, hey, you're right here beside me, dude. I'm going to dust you. And F5 Mighty Mike loaded. And J-Law's going to evoke it. Going to cut it in half again. I like the firepower. I like the evoke. Craven says, let's rebuild it a little bit. It was 2 3/4. I'm going to give Craven the quarter back. And I'm going to give him another 10% over the evoke. So that is going to put him at 3. We're going to temporarily put this red block up there. But 90% of it is gone. So Craven the equivalent of about a third of a wall there. So red 90 remaining. That is 3.9. Still up. All right, let's go from Craven Light over to Ron with the dust. All right, Ron is going to Dune the Straw Man, Unholy the Dust Smoke, S6 St. Elmo with Rampage. And Ron already has E1 from the Echo. So I've got Ron at S7, S8 Elmo. It hits. They tried to dust him. Let me spread the flame from the Dune. All right, I'm going to put this straw man over here because 2 of them are gone. So teams, just know I'm not going to rebuild this one on this side. I'm just going to take the flame over to the other side. So 2 flames are lit. S6 Elmo. Going to give Ron that plus 10 for the Elmo. He's got 1 point of Echo, 1 point of Rampage. It's an S8. Craven built some of it back. 10%, obviously easy gone. Red block, leaving 1 red block remaining. Ron with the 2.10. 1 red block left up on the wall. All right, let's go from Ron over to the animal. VOX doing some wall work. Got a couple bosses in play. Be smart with your pets. If you have a boss out, obviously you're limited. All right, Animal's going to throw a max seal over to Crimson. You got Vial and Vines, but the seal, not a bad move. S8 Red's Revenge with the Ignite. That is a good challenge. And that is the second time tonight for each team. Each team has lost 5 points. So, Animal, you can't use an S8. I will allow you to use a different potion. And a good challenge by Ron's, worth 5 points. Animal's going to change it to an M7, as he should. All right, so now, Ron, we've got an M7 Red's Revenge with Ignite. Ron's going to use the prevention, shut it down. But he did manage to squeak 5 points out of it as well. All right. Good play and a good prevention. All right, let's go from Animal over to Trigger. All right, Trigger's going to play Mythic Orbital. All right, I do not have the orbital block, but I am going to signify it with this right here. And that's a good move because Trigger playing the 1-2 punch, and that's exactly the way you want to play orbital. So Trigger with the Mythic Orbital is going to add 22 points instantly. And an F5 Lithium is going to take down the wall. So the orbital is going to cap. She's already gotten the points for it, 22. The Lithium is going to spread the flame. Over here, that is the third. There's only one straw man remaining. And she's also taken down the second full wall. Trigger getting a second gold block. That's another bonus 50 for Team VOX. And the weaker wall, compared to wall number 1, is off the board. SLY with a flag lead, VOX with a big wall lead. All right, let's go from Trigger over to Deadly Dimes. We got Dimes, Football, Crimson, Cat, Ocean Man, and J-Law. And then we're going to bring the starters back in with possibly one change. And we're going to decide this game. Two different strategies, both trying to get to the finish line. Dime's going to turn into a ninja. Going to bring out Red Nolan. The late game ninja move. Could be clutch. All right. Thrill and seal. Obviously, you can't because you're a ninja. Rage Potion, Rampage, Thrill. Going to give her the equivalent of an E3 with an Elmo. 10 more points from the Elmo. And the E3 Elmo chipping away, literally. Got that 25% green, Dimes. Don't break it. 25 green, taking down a green. $25 blue, 75 blue remaining. So 2 3/4 blue, Dimes. Ninja, Nolan, E3 Elmo. All right, go from Dimes over to the Football Master. Will it be his final move of the night? Will it be his final move of the season? Or is he in the final round? You guys don't know. They might have did some lineup adjustments. Either way, they need you in a big way, football. We got football, Crimson Cat, Ocean Man, and J-Law. Give football about 15 seconds to get his move in. Football's boss at 45. J-Law's boss at 90. Joe's boss at 100. Gonna send Kang to his boss. Can I get a color for football's Kang, please? Gonna torment Ray. All right. So putting a Mythic Kang on his own boss at 45%. All right, Mythic Kang to his boss. Going to torment Ray S8, we got a fresh wall again. And they're throwing that Rapture in wall number 1. Well played. S8 Rapture with a blue spark. I got S9, a little bit above an S9 with the Ignite. But we don't know the health of the wall yet. Well, I do. You don't. Dime says, I ain't going to chance it. I don't want to know the health of the wall. I just want to stop the grenade. So S8 Rapture, blue spark, Dimes intervenes. She just turned into a ninja last turn, and perfect timing. All right, let's go from football over to Crimson. A lot on the line here, Crimson. Which direction are you going to go? The start of her turn, the Vines, breaks the seal, and the Vile Smoke takes her down to 80%. Crimson Cat, Ocean Man, and J-Law. Give Crimson about 10 more seconds to get her moving. She says you ain't getting that final straw man. Gonna talon one of them away. All right, let's get that straw man off the board. All right. There's only 3 straw men left on the board, and they're all lit. And she's going to destroy Football's Kang. That's a 63-point shot, just so you know. Points erased. So Talon to get rid of a straw man. Dark 9 to crush a Kang. All right, go from Crimson over to Cat. I don't know, y'all. This one is too close to call. Man, oh man, is this going to go down to the wire? Cat, Ocean Man, J-Law. Everybody clawing for points right now. Team with the best record in the league, SLY. Defending champs, VOX. Neither one of them backing down. And just think, we got another one on Wednesday night, and then we got a finals the following Wednesday night. DZ Portal. From Cat. Cat moving over to the other side. All right, just know she's not in the water. I'm going to put her right there. She is in the DZ portal. Going to send another Mythic Kang over to Zach's boss. Could be worth 63, could be a decoy. Going to seal and thrill. And going to gas blast Crimson. Out of the vial smoke for now. Over to the other side. Not in the DZ, but she does have the vial smoke with her. And we are going to take Crimson down to 70% with the gas blast and the fall damage. All right, DZ Portal, Mythic Kang. Seal and Thrill is good. Gas blast to Crimson. Let's go over to Ocean Man. Ocean Man, you have Torment. It means you can't enrage. Got Ray and J-Law. Also a fast-moving match, too. Well played tonight. Cat and Ray in the same DZ. Got Ocean Man and J-Law. And then we're going to bring our final four back in. Figure out who's going to finish. Blue Spark, standard ammo to Kang. Hits. And doesn't need as much juice because it's not a Trixie. So raised damage alone is going to take out another Kang. So again, was that a plan? Was it a decoy? Either way, Crimson and Ray have wiped off 126 points their last two shots. So you got to do what you got to do at this point. J-Law, final move of round number 6, everybody. We got Cat in a DZ. We got Ray in a DZ. She's ready to go. She's going to send her for points. Says, give me 20. Seal and Thrill, Blue Spark, M7, Red's Revenge, loaded with Rampage. Craven's like, I'm just glad it's not a Rapture. All right. This is the strongest wall of the first three. So the second wall kind of melted away. You guys saw that. This one is a little tougher. But that's a nice shot. M7, 8, 9 with a Rampage equivalent to an S10. So J-Law, I know you loaded up, but it's equivalent to a black, a green, and a green. So, not a bad shot, but again, stronger wall. But 3 blocks still on the board. Okay. I need starters for both teams. Craven with a big blessing. Ron with another blessing. DZ 0-0. Cat did get a 6th blessing. And it does look like it's going to be Cat and Crimson 1-2 for the DZ points. We finally got more than 5 strawman points. VOX able to get 3 strawmen. Not a huge amount, so I don't know that's going to be a difference maker. But hey, it's 15 points for VOX, 0 for SLY. The DZ points are given. The strawman points are given. Bones coming in as a bomber. Ocean Man. We'll either see you next week or it's a great season, but very well played tonight. Good job to you. We'll go ahead and remove his halos because we know that Crimson and Cat are each going to get number 1 and number 2. So I'm going to remove all the other halos. Animal, same. We'll either see you next week or you played a great season as well. Put Bomber Bones back in. And we're going to have Ron, Trigger, Eric, and Cat. Regin was already out. Zach, we'll either see you next Wednesday or you played a great season. Awesome job tonight as well. Deacon going into the tank spot. Crimson stays where she is. J-Law is out. J-Law, awesome job to you as well. So VOX will either be advancing or you guys will be getting ready for the next battleground. Awesome job to you as usual. So I really respect the hard gameplay of everybody tonight. You guys are absolutely awesome. All right, so I've got, on one side, I got Ron and Craven both in the temple. So Ron, Trigger, Deacon, Cat already in a DZ. On the other side, I've got Craven, Bones, Dimes, and Crimson. Craven with Rod, Dimes with Nolan. No other pets in play. And this is really what it's all about. We're going to cap a couple pets this round. Animal's pet will cap on Bones' turn. And either Football will cap on Deacon's turn or J-Law will cap on Cat's turn. All right. Let's get this thing done. Let's decide who's going to win this game. Craven Light, your final move of the night. Possibly your final move of the season. But definitely your final move of the week. What do you have in store? We're going to start out with Rod Rod is going to run over, steal that blue block, getting you on the board. Craven, Gold Rage, Blue Spark, Thrill Smoke, S6, Vlad with Ignite to the wall. He says, look, I got to get out of this temple, y'all. So he is heading on down. We'll put you right here so you get a bird's eye view of it. Ron says it hits. S6, Vlad, Thrill Smoke, Gold Rage, Blue Spark. It's looking good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But it is a stronger wall. You hate when I say that, don't you? But it's a good hit. Not the strongest wall of the night because that's wall number 3. Full blue. Full blue. Teardrop me out of here. And a full red Craven Light. Taking down big money shots. Nice shot by Craven Light. 2 red remaining in that first wall. All right, we go from Craven Light over to Father Ron. Ron, Craven getting him back in it right there with a big wall shot. All right, Ron says, let's go Faust to Cat. All right, Ron playing Faust, going to give Kat a 10% bonus to her PCP points. So far, that is only PCP points in the DZ, but it does apply to any PCP points she gets. So Kat, bonus 10% to any PCP points. Thrill Smoke, Blue Spark, Vlad's Verdict loaded with Ignite. Craven says, I got nothing for it. M7, 8, 9, a little bit over a 9 with your Ignite bonus. One, 2, and 3. 3 blue blocks. Not enough to get you down in the red, though, Ron. It's a big shot. Nice timing. But you couldn't get down into the red. All right, we move from Ron over to the Bomber. Bomber Bones. Got 2 red blocks staring you right between the eye. Gonna crap. She's, first of all, let's cap. All right, I'm gonna give you the cap first. And that is going to be SLY's 5th and final flag of the night. Five flags on the board. Says, let me get Craven back up to the temple with Talon. Oh my. Oh, Amy. They were waiting on you. S8 with a thrill, with a blue, with echo. Now, she did get the echo to carry over to dimes, though. So maybe she was expecting that. Cat saving that prevention, though, especially for Amy. Y'all know better than I do who's got them left, believe me. I know y'all are on top of it. The devil. All right, big stop there. All right, let's go from Bones over to Trigger. Trigger, your final move of the night, final move of the week, might be your final move of the season. We don't know. Only thing I can guarantee you is you guys better hold your breath tonight because this one is going to be down to the wire. All right, gonna Faust to Cat. Give Cat another 10% bonus. Cat with a 20% bonus. M7 Elmo. It's another 10. Blue Spark, Heal and Thrill. Red block. And 3/4 of a red block. You guys can see the health of the wall here in the red, right? 75 red remaining. So we got 2 3/4 on one side. We got 2 on another side. VOX with about a 2-wall lead. Trigger, that's a big shot, but you saw the toughness of the wall. All right, Dimes. It's you and little Nolan is hanging out. We got Dimes. We got the Deacon. Crimson and Cat. Wow. All right, Dimes going M7, Blue Spark, Gold Rage with the Arc Smoke. Ron's thinking like, man, if I had one more prevention. All right, first things first, I'm going to obliterate those 2 blocks. Because even though this was the second strongest wall we've seen, Dimes easily taken down 2. And Dimes, we're going to send you a gold bar. All right, 50 points for Dimes. SLY's first wall of the game. And then Nolan's going to kick it on the easiest wall of the night. Almost an E12 Reds revenge, ladies and gentlemen. Black, green, green, and blue. Dimes taking it down to the blue zone with Nolan. My goodness. Talk to me, Nolan. All right. Deacon. Dimes and Craven just went back-to-back beast mode to get them in the wall game. However, still got you, still got Cat, they got Crimson. A lot of action left. Deacon, S6. Vlad loaded with Ignite. Blue Spark. And Rage. E9 with Ignite. with the strongest grenade in the game. Deacon. Did not quite need 3 full blocks. But you got him. Deacon with the gold bar taking down wall number 3. We're going to rebuild it and give the Deacon 50 points. Vlad's verdict for the Deacon. Crimson, your final move of the night. Three full walls for VOX. Never thought I would see VOX with a wall strategy. Crimson going to send her for points. All right, and I got to cap football's boss, which fizzles J-Law's boss from last turn. So I am going to give VOX flag number 3. 5 flags to 3. All right, Crimson. M7 Vlad, Thrill Smoke, Blue Spark. And it's a wall that melts like butter. That's an 8, that's a 9, almost a 10 with her Ignite. And it's the strongest grenade in the game. Blue block, red block, Crimson with a 4 block shot, crushing it, Crimson Tide. The last 3 SLY shots have been ridiculous. Craven, Dimes, and Crimson. All right, we're going to take it over to Cat. Final move of the night, Cat. I don't know. I don't know what we can even ask for at this point. Give Cat 15 seconds. Gold Bane to their wall. Thrill Smoke, Blue Spark, M7, Vlad loaded. Oh, wow. Gold Bane is sneaky. That is a sneaky play, especially at that moment. Because it doesn't build a whole block, but it kind of does. Because anything over is going to put that wall back on. That is a sneaky move at the end. Craven. I'm sure it hits, but let's confirm. All right, it hits. Let's put the red block back. Puts us to number 3. M7, Vlad, Blue Spark. And the 4th wall is stronger than the 3rd wall. So this one will not melt. But she is using Vlad. That is a 7, 8, and a 9. A little bit over a 9. And you ain't going to love it because black and green. That's it. It's It's a lot of firepower for only 2 blocks. And that, everybody, is where we leave it. When you get that many walls, I mean, some of them are going to be super strong. All right. DZ points, 0-0. We don't even have to worry about that. Halos, 0-0. Strawmen, another 15 for VOX, 0 for SLY. All right, I got a lot of extras to add up. And I really don't know who won this game. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the additional blessings. Each got 7. So I'm going to count down 7 more blocks. SLY, you guys destroyed wall number 2. So let me go ahead and give you your second block. You had 5 flags and 2 blocks. And we're going to give you 4 more. So you got 3 from the other wall, and then you got 4. VOX, you got 7. Yours might be a little bit more beneficial because of the way it worked out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Wow. That might be huge. That might be huge. The way the score is, those extra blocks and those blessings. All right. I got to figure out some senders. I got to figure out some gold blocks. Some bonus, Faust damage. You guys congratulate each other. Thank you so much for great sportsmanship. And again, this is going to be a nail biter. It is going to go down to the wire. I have no idea who's going to advance, but it's a great one. This was a classic. So I'll be right back in about 5 minutes. All right, everybody, we're back. And I'm going to go through line by line. I do reserve the right to double check this, but I've triple checked it, so I'm pretty sure all the scoring is accurate. But as expected, it's a very close match. So if there is something that's off by a point here, a point there, whether it's a cannonball or there was a lot of scoring tonight. So I'll leave it at that. Funny thing is, it was kind of like exact opposites. So here we go. I'm going to start out with the wall damage. And again, you can get excited if you won. Certainly be a good sport if you didn't win. But if there's a point, I will check it again just to make sure. But with the walls, we had VOX with a tremendous wall strategy. They went denial early in the game. VOX ended up 1,150 points on the walls. SLY, 650. That's a 500-point difference on the walls. Okay? It's a big hole. But if you look at SLY and you look at flags, SLY with 1,100, VOX with 600. That's a 500-point difference. So we're even after walls and after flags. All right, we're going to take it down to the DZ. DZ, 150 points for VOX, 75 points for SLY. SLY got it 3 rounds. VOX had that 1 round where they're able to play their fly, and they got 75 points that round. That was the difference. Otherwise, the DZ was even. So now you can see VOX with a slight lead. But we go to the straw man. Straw man. VOX shut down some of the straw man strategy early with the Talons, and then SLY kind of gave up on it. VOX actually came back and took a straw man lead. Not a huge bit of points, but it was a close game. 35 points for VOX, 10 points for SLY. They got 5, and then VOX turned it around at the end. MBS shifted back to SLY because they got 200 points in the dungeon. 0 for Team VOX. So now you can see VOX goes back ahead by about 100 points. But we get to the Kangs. 5 Kangs for Team VOX. They didn't get a lot of flags, but they made the most of their Kangs. 4 Kangs for Team SLY. Maybe didn't make the most of their Kangs. But again, in a close game, 315 points for VOX, 239 for SLY. So that's about an 80-point advantage. So you're probably looking at this saying, this game is pretty close. Senders. Had a couple senders for VOX, 40 points. 3 senders for SLY, 60 points. So there's 20 points that goes over to SLY. This one was pretty big. In a close game, gold bars. VOX, because they had a wall strategy, got 3 gold bars. That's 150 points. Compared to 1 gold bar for Team SLY, 50 points. There's a 100-point difference. Cannons, 25-25, no difference. DZ points. Cat got 100. Crimson got 50. Double Faust play at the end. Got Cat an additional 20%, which is 20. So Cat able to get 120 points in the DZ. And SLY able to get 50. So there's a 70-point swing. A few extras, and this would be dark bosses. Elmos. SLY had a couple Elmos and a dark boss is 45 points. VOX had a dark boss and 2 Elmos, 45. But they also had a mythic orbital of 22 points. Final score. VOX 2,652. SLY 2,504. VOX with about 150 point victory over SLY in a very, very well played game, everybody. Very well played game. Again, I will quadruple check just to make sure. I went through it 3 times. It was an amazing game. I know it was a long layoff for you guys because of the holiday and a couple other things. But I cannot imagine more preparation, more work, more heart, more soul than you guys put into this game, this season. Awesome, awesome job. SLY, great job to you guys. Tremendous season. You guys absolutely crush it. VOX, you guys play with a lot of pride and are trying to defend that title, and you're one step away from it. So, awesome, awesome job, everybody. And we will we'll prepare for Wednesday night. Wednesday night, we got another big battle. We got Team Mirror traveling into Team Arc. One of those teams is going to advance. And one of those teams are going to be working on the Cyborg draft. So super, super proud of all of our players. You guys absolutely rocked it. And what can you say? I mean, I'd messaged somebody earlier and I said, this is always the toughest match for me because I want to get excited when somebody wins. But, you know, for me, it's like when a team's eliminated, it's always hard. But what an amazing job, everybody. So, again, congratulations. You guys get some rest. I will see you all Wednesday night. You guys show up, show some love to Mirror and Arc because one of those teams is going to be playing next Wednesday, and one of those teams is going to be getting ready for the draft. All right, everybody. Thanks. You guys have a great night, and I will see you all Wednesday. Peace.